welcome to our special education podcast series. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves. We are students from University of Bina Sarana Informatika. My name is Yosefina Spina, with student identification number 6325025. Today, I am very excited to be your host for the very first part of our discussion, and here with me is my wonderful partner. Please introduce yourself.
Hello Yosefina, and hello to all our listeners out there. Thank you so much. My name is Nadine Febrianti, with student identification number 63250318. I'm also a pro student of University of Bina Sarana Informatika. It's a real pleasure to be here today as the speaker for our first topic. I can't wait to share and discuss some really interesting insight with everyone today.
Fantastic! Our podcast today is divided into two main parts to give our listener a complete experience. In this first part, Nadine will be our main expert speaker, and we are going to dive deep into a topic that everyone is talking about these days. Which is artificial intelligence. Remember everyone, it stands for artificial intelligence. So Nadine, to start our conversation, what exactly do you mean when you talk about artificial intelligence, and why is it become so important in our daily life now?
That is an excellent question to open our session, Yosefina. When we talk about artificial intelligence, we are fundamentally talking about the development of computer systems that are capable of performing tasks that would normally require human intelligence. This includes things like visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and even language translation. It is becoming incredibly important because it allows automation at a scale we have never seen before, making systems smarter, faster, and much more efficient.
Wow, that sounds truly amazing, Nadine. So basically, artificial intelligence is trying to simulate human smart into machine. Can you give some real-world examples of how artificial intelligence is used by ordinary people or students like us from University Bina Sarana Informatika? Because sometimes people do not realize they are already using it.
Exactly, Yosefina. Many people use artificial intelligence every single day without even realizing it. For instance, when you open your smartphone using facial recognition, that is driven by artificial intelligence. When you type a message and your phone predicts the next word or corrects your grammar, it's also artificial intelligence. For us, students tools like smart search engines, virtual personal assistant like Siri or Google Assistant, and recommendation algorithms on platforms like YouTube or Spotify are all powered by artificial intelligence. It helps us find information faster and organize our schedule efficiently.
I see. I use the feature all the time, especially the text prediction and music recommendation. It makes so much sense now. But Nadine, with the rapid growth of artificial intelligence, there are also many debates. Some people are worried about the future. What do you think are the major advantages and potential risks of artificial intelligence for our future career?
That is a very crucial point to discuss. The advantages are huge. Artificial intelligence can process massive amounts of data in seconds, help doctors diagnose diseases more accurately, reduce human errors in dangerous jobs, and handle repetitive tasks so humans can focus on creative and strategic thinking. However, the risks are also real. There is a fear of job displacement because machines can automate many administrative roles. There are also ethical concerns regarding data privacy and how algorithms can sometimes be biased. That is why we need strong regulations and responsible development.
Thank you, Nadine. That give us a very balanced perspective. We must embrace the technology, but also remain cautious and prepare ourselves with skill that machine cannot easily replicate, like empathy and complex problem solving. This brings a perfect conclusion to our press part. Now, listener, do not go anywhere because we are going to switch role for the second part of our podcast.
Welcome back to the second part of our podcast X-Men or University of Bina Sarana Informatika. If you are just joining us, I am Nadine Febrianti, and for this second segment, I will be stepping into the role of the host. I'm now joined by our speakers for this topic, the wonderful Yusufina Smina. Yusufina Smina, are you ready to dive into our next major topic?
Yes, Nadine, I am absolutely ready and ready to share my perspective. For the second part, our focus shifts to something that connects all of us every second of the day, which is the global internet world. I am excited to discuss how it speaks our reality.
Wonderful, the internet is something we take for granted now, but is in fact is imperishable. To start off, Yusufina Smina, how would you describe the evolution of the internet and how has it transformed the way we communicated and study here at University of Bina Sarana Informatika?
The journey of internet is truly fascinating, Nadine. It started decades ago as a small network for military and academic researchers, but today it has become the backbone of global civilization. It has completely transformed communication in the past, sending a letter across the world 2 weeks. Today we can have high definition video call with someone on another continent instantly. For us as students at University Bina Sarana Informatika, the internet is our primary get to knowledge. We can access digital libraries, attend online lectures, collaborate on group projects via cloud platform, and learn anything from anywhere at any time. Education is no longer confined to a physical room.
That is absolutely true. The internet has truly democratized information, but just like our discussion on artificial intelligence earlier, the internet also has two sides to a coin. While it brings immense connectivity, what do you think are the biggest challenges or negative impacts of internet that we face today, especially for young generations?
You are totally right, Nadine. The internet is a double-edged sword. One of the biggest challenges is the spread of misinformation and fake news. We can create confusion and conflict in society. Another major issue is digital education. Many people spend hours scrolling through social media. We can affect their mental health, reduce attention spans, and lead to social isolation in the real world. Furthermore, cybersecurity threats, identity theft, and online bullying are serious dangers that we must navigate carefully every day.
Those are every serious concern, Yusufina. So as digital natives and students, how do you think we can find a healthy balance? How can we maximize the positive benefits of the internet while protecting ourselves from these digital harms?
I believe it all comes down to digital literacy and self-discipline, Nadine. We need to develop critical thinking skills so we can verify information before believing or sharing it. We also need to set healthy boundaries for our skin, time to protect our mental and physical well-being. Using the internet practically share as for learning new skill, building professional network, or starting a digital business is the best way to learn this technology. The internet use be a tool that serve us, not a tool that control us.
Beautiful said, Josefina. It really is about being smart and responsible users. Time flies when you are having an insightful conversation. We have covered the incredible world of artificial intelligence in this first part and the massive impact of the internet in this second part.
Yes, indeed. It has been an amazing experience doing this podcast together. We hope our presentation provides good insights and fulfills our English assignment criteria perfectly. Thank you to our lecturers and all our listeners from University Bina Sarana Informatika. Stay curious, stay safe online, and see you next time. Bye bye.